Alright, check. Check 1-2, checking 2-1. Check 1, 2, 3. I've done everything I can, I think. We're checking all of these things. I'm gonna run some diagnostics. Listen to this. Listen to this while I run the diagnostics. See how it's going. Alright, Pastafarians, welcome to the stream.
Yay.
It's me, Schizophrenic H. We were having problems earlier because we were temporarily shadow banned by the FCC. They totally got in there and tried to fuck us up with the help of the NSA because of the good and true work we do here. And so we installed one of our signal scramblers, and that seems to have gotten around the shadow ban. So that's good.
Server or whatever.
Yeah, that's right. I made it out of a Raspberry Pi.
Nice.
Yeah, I soldered a battery onto it and an NSA controller.
You should have seen him chat. He was going so fast.
That's right. We got to get around them. Got to get around them shadow bans, trying to keep the truth hidden, trying to stop it. Oh shit! I'm getting the signals now that they might have hit us again. Let me see here. All right.
It's hard to know.
It's very hard to know. Signal might be coming in real choppy, eh? So we'll try not to do too much heavy lifting. Let me know if it's unbearable, right? If it's like we can't even hear what you're saying, because I don't know. They might still be coming after us, but they might have just given up because they know that we are, superior in the tactics of electronic warfare, of brainwashing, subliminally. And things like this. We will definitely win the cyber war against the sensors. Yeah. But yeah, if it really is terrible, because I'm getting all kinds of bumps in and out here saying it's very bad. So if you agree that it's very bad, please do let us know. But otherwise, here we go. Streaming took a long time to do, but we got it done, and. This is the world of streaming, I guess. Or I guess we're just really bad at it.
Yeah.
It's hard to know. Yeah, we're having problems here in the studio. I think it's because of when I installed Twitch Sings. I think Twitch is really, we can't get the camera working. So I think it's because Twitch is being a bitch about the camera.
Freaked everything out.
That's right. Well, I've already taken my prescription medication, so... I don't know if that's ever going to go up there. I don't know if you guys if we said some really cool and amazing things. No, that's not true. We just listened to music and we were like, why the fuck doesn't anything work? And we were trying to fuck around with a bunch of shit and nothing works. So I think it's because of Twitch. But anyway, I was saying that we're not going to be here tomorrow. This is our last day in a row, everybody.
Yeah.
This is the
46.
46. And we are going to be so busy tomorrow that there's no real time to stream at all. So we're not going to do a live stream tomorrow, but we are going to do it on Thursday, and then probably on Friday, maybe on Friday. And then I'm going to town Wednesday. I'm going to do some... it's Moogly Boo. I'm Moogly Boo over there. I'll write it out. Amato Fritz says, you're on Twitch, what is your channel? It's this. I might find it and link it during one of these songs here. Yeah. So, but I'm going to be filming stuff probably tomorrow and Saturday. So, that's good.
That's real good.
Yeah, I think I'll be like knocking doors maybe tomorrow. We'll see. We'll see. There's this one neighborhood in Denver where there's lots of Mormons, so we'll go see if we can find any of them and knock on their doors.
Yep.
But yeah, we're kind of like out of stride because we've listened to music, but we haven't listened to music. You know what I mean? Yeah. right. Here we are. You've caught us. We're smoking a joint. I've got to confess, I suppose. We might be getting fucked up right now a little bit because this is a very concentrated amount of marijuana, and I'm fucking smoking it. So, YouTube is not receiving enough video, so we're dropping some frames, but yeah, 2,000 frames. It's a lot of frames. But anyway, yeah. We were talking about Twitch, and I went back on that. I've had it for a while, you know, some of my old-timey stuff. And then it was all like, Twitch sings. And I was like, well, I love karaoke. Love it a lot. And so, that's what's going on over there. You can go over to Twitch and sing with us. If there's a duet you want to do, fucking record your side of it, eh? And send it to me or whatever.
Message,
yeah. Yeah, and then I'll sing it, and then we'll be karaoke singing. Wouldn't that be fun? Let's do karaoke's. Singing buddies online, because that's funny, and it's the future. So last night I was getting real high, and I was like, "What am I going to watch?" And I'm like, "Netflix. What am I going to watch?" And they're like, "Well, I've got this new thing." That's not how it happened. Let's pretend it is. And it's fucking Dave Chappelle. It's got a new thing out, and so there's some shit on Netflix for you. Shit on Netflix. Dave Chappelle. New Dave Chappelle's on Netflix. I was able to watch that last night. It was quite enjoyable. Quite an enjoyable evening. And then I was told, I was given the pro tip that if you just sort of keep watching after the credits, it plays another thing, like an epilogue to that. And so I don't know how to get to the epilogue except that way. So there's extra 20 minutes if you sit around.
Yeah, it was all fun.
It was all fun. It was enjoyable. Well, some of it was pretty cringy. Like some of the questions that he was getting were a bit bizarre. But you know, some were good. He's very, very good at comedy as far as like. So yeah, I don't want to give away any punchlines or anything like that. It's very enjoyable. It's an enjoyable evening. Talking to Dave Chappelle about like what it's like to be awake and alive right now. You know, part of the conversation, caught up in the conversation, right? Jokes about current voices.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there were the two before that were also very good. He's been doing very, very good lately. It's sort of a very hard position. Because Norm gave up, right? Norm Macdonald was just like, we're going to just chill out. And, and then Kevin Hart put one out, but it didn't really have anything current in it, you know. It was just sort of like sitcom-y. His one about like what it's like to be a dad and stuff like that. As he was talking about like, you know, not now stuff, eh? But anyway, and then what's his name? Just talking about now stuff.
Yeah.
Very, very good.
Yeah.
Very, very worth watching. And then if you don't watch it in 7 days, I'm gonna fucking spoil that shit out of that. We'll talk about it.
It's your countdown.
Yeah, begin timer, ding. Spoilers in 7 days. I gotta blow my nose. Should we listen to more music when I blow my nose? May as well. I got short musics. This one's not too long. That's Justin Johnson. He plays the guitar. So,
Yep.
yeah, it's enjoyable. So I'm looking here at my diagnostics tools and seeing that I think we've thwarted this attack by the FCC to shadow ban us and scramble our message, and looks like the signal's getting through.
Fuck yeah,
So,
pirate radio.
fuck yeah, guerrilla radio. Fucking, we're all over it. Can't fucking stop us. God's damns it. So, dude, I'm gonna fucking read just fucking Terry Pratchett. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm just read it over the radio. Just be like, boom, boom, scriptures on air. Fucking mass media this shit. Get the fucking word out there, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I'm really excited about this. We totally won. Like, shadow banned us. It only took us like an hour to just fucking flip them on their arse and be like, guerrilla radio. That's right. So yeah, Twitch sounds like fun, says Meridian Heights. I'll have to check it out. You will have to check it out. The drunker you are, you know. If you're drunk and you're like, oh, so, you know, that's the end of the night. And then you can be like, oh, well, wait a minute. There is that Twitch Sings thing I can figure out. You may want to install it before you're drunk, though. It might be a bit difficult. So, I think they track us through the songs that we play. I think they had us there when we were playing some of the old stuff. So, I don't know. The cyber war, it's really sort of cerebral. It's hard to really understand which parts of it are the important SEO parts. We can just talk about the greatest hits. What do you want to talk about, Joe? Pastafarian. Okay, so I was in the meeting, right? And I was like, hey, so we just hit 45 shows in a row, and blah blah blah. And they're like, what? And we're like, we did 45 shows in a row. And they're like, why in a row? And I'm like, oh, I don't know. And they were like, well, why don't you stop that? And so I was like, well, okay. Because, like, they just really didn't care. I was like, congratulations to us, right? And they're like, we don't even understand what you're even doing. So, you know, it's really hard to because you got to get this by the FCC, you got to get it by the censors, you got to get it by the fucking corporate fucking shills, right? The fucking bureaucrats. Like, fucking art, you know, for art's sake. Fucking this world doesn't even want that shit anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, what about this? I'll just be an artist, and then you fucking figure out how to get the grants to me, government. Isn't that the way it's supposed to be? I'm just completely unfettered by your bullshit world. I'm just a free artist. And then you're like, oh man, we really need to sponsor that. That's a thing that makes fucking society valuable. We'll make sure that fucking money gets to that fucking artist. Even in the fucking tide of oppression of capitalism that he grew up in, he was able to fucking find his own free voice. Goodness gracious. A free and clear voice, and in this world of sheep and automatons, we really need to fucking reward this shit. Right? Isn't that how it's supposed to be? I thought that's how it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Right? When you make a good painting, everyone goes, oh fuck! We need to let that guy make a lot more paintings, right? Fucking, that's what happened in Mike Oldfield, right? We heard Mike Oldfield, and then we walked over to his house and we're like, here, listen, Mike. You know how everyone else has, like, normal jobs and shit? You never in your life have to worry about that. All you have to worry about for the rest of your life is when you're just sitting there thinking, what should I be doing right now? You could be thinking, well, I could be making music. right? And then do, right? Just that's what you do for the rest of your life, Mike, because you're so good at it, right?
Yep.
And the more of it that's produced, the sort of more enjoyable experience we all get to have. Because we get to put on another album and be like, sit the fuck down, you're about to listen to a brand new Mike Oldfield album. And you'd be like, well, shit, I've been waiting for so many days for this. And then you just fucking put it in and you drink it in. And you're like, hold on, I need to fucking get my best quality equipment out if I'm going to enjoy this. You know? There was this day a few years ago where I was hanging out with some friends from high school and we were fucking... We may or may not have been getting blazed in the fucking back of the fucking car and on our way to go see a brand new fucking Star Wars movie.
That's fun.
And there's like 12 times in the world that that's happened, and one of them was not too long ago, and it was a fucking amazing, dude. And then fucking Leia flew through the sky after she died because she was just holding her breath in space. Oh, God.
And then you
So...
were like, whoops.
I was like, well, I still enjoyed it. I still had a good time. So, yeah, man. Anyway, that goes to my point that you can't fucking trust these Christian... No, I don't know what we're talking about. We were just talking, right? We're talking about joints.
Yeah.
And how you should check them out if
Get
you haven't.
real high.
Yeah, wait until you're like the age of, I don't know, 21, 25, right? There's lots of other things to... spend your
Explore.
time, explorations to do well before this, right? You know, and then when you're fucking 25, you're like, alright, let's go on vacation to fucking Weed Town, and you'd be like, damn, I wish I fucking smoked when I was 17. No, because I do. If I was to go back and give advice to a normal person, I would be like, hey, maybe wait, right? But if I was to go back and give advice to specifically me, I'd go fucking meet 17-year-old me and be like, dude, smoke some weed. Be like, no, I'm not supposed to. I'm like, dude, I'm you. Fucking smoke it. I'm like, okay. So, I would advise me to fucking not follow that rule. But I don't advise other people not follow that rule. You gotta advise younger you. You gotta follow it. You know what I mean? And so that's the thing. How am I ever gonna meet the fucking 17-year-old me that does smoke weed, right? Everyone in my high school knew I was a stoner. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I look like a stoner. I fucking dress like a stoner. I listen to stoner music.
Yep.
And everyone was like, yeah, right? And I was like, no, but I'm like straight edge. And they were like, okay, you know, if that's the thing you have to say.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone believed me at all when I said I was straight edge. I think even some of my Mormon friends didn't believe me. They were like, okay, but you're just saying that to like the bishop and stuff, right? Like, no, serious. No, for reals. Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, I waited until I was 30 something. Jesus, I was mid-30s.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, you know, let's see what this weed's all about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alcohol, you were mid-20s.
Mid-20s, yeah. Yeah. That's about right. Alcohol's real dumb. You should fucking do weed before alcohol. Like, I know that's sort of like in our culture as Pastafarians, you know, because Bobby Henderson was an alcoholic, and so he really pushed that volcano, right? But I'm sure there's a weed garden there as well, right? Like, I'm sure that's just his fucking alcoholic perspective, you know? And maybe it's more than that. Maybe he's trying to read into the pirate culture, right? And the point is, you know, pirate culture has been heavily influenced by the anti-pasties. We don't really know a lot about it, you know? Like,
it might have been weed, and they were like, they get drunk.
Right, because, you know,
They
the puritanical people during the fucking, right? This image that they created was created generation by generation. Parts of it were added by different pieces, and so that sort of like rum guzzling drunkard was added during the when they were getting the abolitionists. What is that fucking called? Where they got rid of the prohibition. There we go.
Yeah.
Prohibition. And then they would get in their vehicles and drive around during the prohibition. And they'd go to they were rum runners. But, and so that's when it was added, because pirates were rum runners too. That's what they were saying. See, they were trying to play off the fear, the public fear of these gangsters. in the 30s.
That's so dirty.
Back in Hoover. Yeah, to use fear for your own political gains. What a filthy maneuver that is. I smoked weed for the first time when I was 11 years old. That might be a bit young, but, you know, that's bold. You're a bold 11-year-old. Good gracious. Wow. Were you hanging out with other 11-year-olds? Like, who gave it to you? Like, an 11-year-old? Like, look what I fucking stole. And you're like, it's fucking weed time. Dude, I was 30, 34, 33 or something like that. 35. I was an old man. You gotta wait. 11's too young. I got an 11-year-old. He fucking better not be smoking weed. I'll kick his ass. Fucking without me, that bastard. Where's he getting this weed? Better not be stealing my shit. Son of a bitch. That's too young. Wait a minute. You gotta wait a little minute. I wouldn't tell 11-year-old me to smoke. That kid's just fucking fine, right? He's still gotta wait a couple years until anything even makes sense in the universe. It was a weird time back then. Putting my brain together piece by piece, eh? What a weird puzzle that is that we have to start from the beginning. I'm hanging out with my 11-year-old, and he's like, I've got something to confess. Last year during math, I tried as hard as I can not to learn anything. And I was like, oh, well, you know, that's a weird game to have played. Now we're going to have to learn all that shit. So, like, what a puzzle it is, right? And you fucking missed division because you were mad that year, and you're, like, punished forever, right? Because you were mad when you were 10. Oh, it's so stupid. What a weird fucking system we have. Like, there's no wait until they're ready at all, right? There's none of that. It's like, we gotta fucking get it into you when you're fucking under our control. It's such a weird thing. Because they keep telling you, because they told me, when they sold me the whole fucking college experience, they were like, let me tell you about liberal fucking... right? Liberal arts or whatever. You learn a bunch of shit and then you're a well-rounded human. Oh yeah? You think so? You think this is well-rounded? Fucking that's crazy. That's nonsense. And then it just turns out, no, they fucking lying to you. They just fucking cram it into you, one size fits all. And they're like, look, it's a hard job, isn't it? It's like, yeah, I know it's a hard job. So fucking how is it so undervalued, right? It's the fucking only thing we do. Because the Christian paradigm of the universe is you have an illness and there's one cure for it, right?
Yep.
You're born ill, you gotta use this cure.
Yep.
And, you know, they got the fucking X and the Y wrong, right? You're not born ill, you're born ignorant, and there's only one cure, and it's fucking education. They got some of the words wrong, but they got the fucking problem right. Did you just smash your face?
Yeah.
Hilarious. So anyway, so we really are in that predicament, right? They fucking have the right lens, they just fucking using the wrong variables. And so let's look at it right. It's like, here's the problem, the world's burned, and you've got to fix it. Like, well, I don't want to. And I'm like, then it's going to burn. There you go. You chose it. And like, no. It's like, yeah, you chose not to fix it, right? Yeah. You chose. It was your choose. And it's like, it's on fire. What do you do? And I was like, I ignore it. I pretend it's not. And I'm like, okay. Well, if you do that, it burns. And then you go, oh shit, someone burned it. And I'm like, no, you burned it. Right?
That's something else you read in your first sermon was the choose your own adventure intro.
That's true. Ha 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 ha. That was really good.
Yeah.
That was a good joke.
That made me think of it.
Yeah, good one. Yeah, that really was funny. That's very early. That's very early Pastafarian.
Yeah, you're alive. What do you choose, to fix the planet or not?
That's right. It's like, I ignore it. I go to page 42. Okay. That's fine. I pretend that it's 1950 still, and I smack my fucking secretary on the arse and I ask her to bring me a gin. Okay. You go to jail. That's weird. Yeah, because, you know, shit changes, eh? It keeps changing. So, there's this thing where, like, you live your life, right? You feel like there's this story going on, and then there's a beginning and a middle and an end, and fucking the change comes right during Act 3, or right in the middle of Act 2 and Act 3, and so you know, there's these people who have this story of how they changed, right? I was bad, and then I changed.
Or my parents were like this.
My parents were like this, and then
I'm not going to be like this.
So I changed.
I changed. I did it in my 20s.
Done it. I remember that story, and now I'm past the change. I have been changed. The change has happened. And so, that's the end of the story. And I just ride that out for the next 50 years. And that's not what change is. The change is you awake today and you change. You don't make a change.
Yeah.
You change, right?
Every day.
Every day.
Uh-huh.
You wake up and you change. Because you woke up and this place has changed. Mm-hmm. So you change to reflect that. You change to adapt to it. You changed to communicate right. Mm-hmm. Keep up with the conversation. Because you educated yourself. So like this narrative story that we have, this dogma or
communication, just how our brains think.
Right. It's our brains are fundamentally narrative, right? Mm-hmm. Says Terry Pratchett, right? Mm-hmm. That's what the Hugfather is about. Is that humans tell themselves stories, and that's how we see the world, is through stories, through narratives. That you are the story of yourself. The reason that you're similar today than you were yesterday is because you are saying in your own mind that there's a rule, that you are contiguous. That's the thing you're saying, right? I am a normal person, and a normal person is a personality that continues through time.
Yeah.
And if I did something back then, I'll do it now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's made up. You made that up.
Yeah.
It's just a story. That's saying there's a character and the character has a narrative. That's not true. Mm-hmm. You're just a bag of meat, right? You're just there and you're like juice and meat and
observing.
Yeah.
Information coming in.
That's right. But then you're like, no. I'm a princess and I was in a tower and I had an evil stepmother, right? You're telling that story because your mind thinks in narratives. But that's not what's happening. What's happening is molecules are smashing together and there's no such thing as free will, eh? It's all just chemicals falling down a hill, right? It's all just the explosion continuing, right? It's not there was a Big Bang, right? Mm-hmm. This is it. This is the Big Bang. Mm-hmm. There was an explosion, and we're living on that explosion. It's going out. Yeah. It's a firework, and the brightest part of it was before now, and now twinkling out to entropy, and while it's doing that, we live on it. Yeah. We're a fungus that grew on that because we slowed down time as much as we could and then we lived on it. Mm-hmm. That's a fucking crazy thing to try. Why the fuck would we do that? Because there was space there, something had to live there, and then that thing had to fucking think it was alive, and that's you. Right? Mm-hmm. It's not the other way, where there was a ghost who wanted to live here so they made a thing. It's the other way. There was a thing living here so they pretended there was a ghost. That's you. Mm-hmm. You're the pretend ghost. So, that's weird. What a weird sort of life this is. And what a futile thing it is. And so, yeah, dude, fucking humans can fucking die out whenever they want, right? When they're like, how about this? We were the end of the mammals, we burnt it all up, and the dinosaurs came back. And like, okay, that's weird. That's a weird thing to do. Do you think that dinosaurs will be dumb and then sentient and then burn themselves up? You think that's the thing, that sentience has to burn itself up? It's a bizarre thing for sentience to choose, isn't it? Because non-sentience chooses that, right? Like, fucking, that's what viruses choose, is just to burn up their host until it's... Mm-hmm. Some of them, eh? Yeah. I guess some of them find a balance. But you would think that sentience would be smarter than that. I mean, I would. I thought it was. So maybe it is. Who knows? But it's not my problem, right? Because I'm just a fucking dummy that lives in the middle of this, right? I got nothing to do with the beginning, nothing to do with the end, right? I'm just one of those things that continue itself, right? Yeah. I'm a sustainable part of this, not the cancer part of it, right? And if the cancer kills the whole thing, it's like, okay, well maybe it was cancer from the beginning, I don't know. I don't care. Planet maybe is pissed, but who cares? We just tried to fucking breathe the oxygen while it was here. It was just sitting there. Fuck you wanted all that oxygen, I'll just use it, eh? I'll just use a little bit of it, right? The plants are gonna die anyway, I'll just eat the fucking apples. What's wrong with that? They're here, you know? I'll just live here while I can. So anyway, that's basically Pastafarianism. No, what I'm saying is, smoke the ganja. It will help you. Probably more than the fucking alcohol, right? If I was to advise a person, say a person like a child of mine, and they were like, so when should I smoke weed? I'll be like, well, after you're 17 if you want to, that's when. And then when you're 25, that's when, right? And then fucking smoke with me, and we'll hang out, we'll listen to some music. It'll be a good day. Yeah, we'll get some good fucking shit, man. Come up here to Denver, and then like a decade later we'll do mushrooms. That'll be fun. So anyway, fucking FCC's trying to shut us down, trying to find us because we say the fucking truth all over the place. We just shit it out. As a fucking meditation we do this, right? I just fucking talk to myself, fucking tell the truth out loud, practice this thing, because I've been fucking practicing telling lies all my fucking life, you know what I mean? Like, there was this move on the fucking mission that really hit me right in the cognitive dissonance, and it was I was really pedantic when I was a younger person. I really loved rules when I was a Mormon. Loved them. Like there's a story about rules that I told on the mission. Man, I'm fucking 3 things removed from this story. I'm never coming back. That's alright. When I was a missionary, we'd tell the story about a guy with a kite and his kid there. And like the kid was like, make it go further, make it go further. And so he'd go out all the way to the end of the string, and then the kid would be like, let it go so it can go higher. And the dad would be like, no, because see, the thing that holds it down is the thing that's keeping it up. If I let it go, it'll just fly away and fall to the ground, right? And so, you know, the kid thinks that the fucking string is holding it back, but in fact, it's what helps it be high. And those are the rules that God gives you. He gives you the rules not to hold you back, right? And so
keep you afloat.
Keep you afloat. I love this fucking story. Right? I felt that way about the rules. Yeah. It's like, they keep you fucking flying up there like a fucking kite, right? You know, so learn the rules, you know, out of all the games. Like, Monopoly straight. Like, you know how, like, some people are like, hey, have you heard that fucking you're not supposed to put the money into free parking? Have you heard about that? That's not in the rules? Yeah, I heard about that. When I was fucking 14 years old. Fucking, that's an important rule. And I would tell everybody, I'd be like, hey, blah, blah, blah. And they'd be like, well, we always did this. And I'd be like, yeah, that's a house rule. Do you want to play with it or not? And they'd be like, yes. And we'd be like, cool. That's not the official rule, though, but we're playing with it. And it makes the game last longer. And that's what I would say from the fucking time I was 15, 14 on, dude. We fucking knew the rules. Fucking, I loved them.
So what's this missionary lie that would get you right in the...
Right in the pedantic, right? Is because when I would meet someone, I'd be like, hello, my name is Elder Webb. And that's not my name. And it would fucking kick me in the nuts every time. I just don't know how to describe it. And every time I said it, I tried to get around it, and they just made me lie. You know what I mean? My thing says Elder Webb, and I'd say, hi, I'm Elder Webb, right? Because that counts, right? I am Elder Webb. But fucking, if anyone was like, and what's your name? It'd be like, fuck! I don't use my name, right? Webb is my name. I'm Elder Webb. Like, it was just such a fucking hard question to answer.
Yeah.
Because my name is Mitchell, and I can't use that name. It was this weird fucking game that they were asking me to play. Like, don't use your first name. And it's like, I've always been my first name. I am my first name. That describes me. All these other things don't describe me. Or don't identify me, uniquely identify me. They just label me, right? They just tell you a category that I'm in, right? So none of them are really my name, right? It was just, it hurt my brain. And for 750 days, it just felt like I was lying to people right to their face, you know? Like I'm doing now with the with the voice. The point is, I'm lying, right? And it's like, why? It's like, I don't know. It's a weird rule in religion. Put one lie in there. Everybody does it.
Yeah.
Fucking, they're all like, okay, we can talk about a lot of stuff just so I have this random fucking break everything card, right? Because when I say, okay, but Paul saw Jesus, and you can't argue with that, and that means that whatever you say is wrong and whatever I say is right. And it's just so weird, right? It's just this weird game in religion where it's like, you put the lie in there so you can cheat whenever you want. Because it's going to take some cheating to get this thing to work. And it's like, well, then it can't be a good one, right?
Yeah.
Right? And it's like, no, all religions do it. That's what religion means. Religion is the cheats that you use. Because everything else is something else, right? Maybe it's your politics, maybe it's your philosophy, maybe it's your, I don't know, culture, upbringing, whatever. But like the specific cheats you use, those describe your religion. You use Buddhist type cheats, or you use Mohammedan type cheats, you use Mormon type cheats, you know? These cognitive dissonances, the way you get through it.
Yeah.
In the spaces of what you don't know, what do you fucking cheat that with? What do you fill it with?
What's your cheater card?
Right? Yeah. There's like God's in there. God's hiding in that gap. And it's like, and you understand the God, right? And you're like, right. You're like, cool, you tried to cheat that gap. Right? You try to pretend you know what's in there. And that's the whole point. It's a gap. And so you're not doing it right. You're treating a gap like a known, and the whole point is it's an unknown, isn't it? That's the whole point. And then you're like, okay, in that gap is that God, I understand. Well, no, he's not. You know, he's it's a weird fucking game. It's a stupid fucking game. It ruins families for some reason. For fucking a reason I can't even fathom or understand, except for, if you listen to them, you'll break up with me. Except for the most abusive reasons, right?
Yeah.
Fucking Christ, what a fucking, situation we find ourselves in. A real world where religion still, today, does so much damage.
Yeah.
So much damage.
People.
Oh, well, yeah, on this planet,
fucking,
there are wars happening. Like, yeah, beheads people and throws them off balconies and fucking takes them out of their homes at night, right, and kills them in front of their loved ones as an example, right? That still is a tool that religion uses, right? That's barbarism.
Yeah.
Like, and religion is like, no, it's justice, right? Fucking, I looked back here to see if he knew we were about to talk about him. Alcohol ruins my mushroom experience. Bad combo. I would believe that. I would think that you want to really sort of focus on one. You know, like I think that you want to, especially with the psychedelics. I think you just want to sort of find a place and some time and cut out time of your life and then be like, go on a vacation, as it were.
Yeah.
Because I wouldn't want to go to Disneyland drunk, you know what I mean? Like, I just want to go to Disneyland and then, you know, drink at the bar.
Right.
But I would go to Disneyland super fucking high. Like, stoned off my ass. That would be good. Not drunk, though, eh? It's just too much
drunk.
Walking.
Right?
Right?
Yeah, I like the part about the bar where it's like kind of dark.
Yeah.
You get to sit down a lot.
Yeah, dude.
There's some music on.
Ugh. I guess if I'm strolling around, but why are you going to Disneyland? You got to go to Disneyland with the kids, right? You got to go on the rides. You got to go on the rides at Disneyland. There's no time for drinking at Disneyland, unless you're just going with your adult friends, and then you go across the road probably to fucking downtown Disney or whatever, and that's where you fucking do your Disney drinking, isn't it? So I don't know. I don't know where you do your Disney drinking. But I've heard that Disneyland and psychotropics do fucking mix very well, but that's just what. What about this? I was going to do a video joke about how some people would want to have their ashes like spread around Disneyland, and how that's totally fucking illegal.
Right.
Yeah, so you could hire me, and I would go do that for you, Andy Dufresne style. You know what I mean? I have your loved one in my pants. I stuff them up in my pants, and then I walk around Disneyland, and then just sort of shuffle them out in key spots that you pick beforehand. If you're like, I definitely want lots of them in the haunted mansion, you're like, cool, I'll go on that 3 times. You know? And sort of kick them out into the planters on the line and stuff. You know what I mean? So
Red as ashes.
yeah, if you have a loved one that really loves Disneyland and wants to be live there forever, haunt the haunted mansion, fucking only $2,000 American dollars in my PayPal account. That would be funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, right? So I'm going to go film that next time I'm at Disneyland.
The weird sort of shuffle.
Yeah, the Andy Dufresne shuffle. Kicking out the pebbles.
Yeah.
The pebbles of your loved ones. I think it's funny. Like, I don't know if it's funny enough to record. You know. But if you want to buy me 2 tickets to fucking Disneyland, I'll go do it. I'll go record it. I think that's a funny joke. But here's some more music.
I get so lost sometimes. Days pass, and this emptiness fills my heart. When I want to run away, I drive off in my car. But whichever I come back to the place you are. All my instincts, they return. The grand facade so soon will burn. Without a noise, without my pride, I reach out from the inside. In your eyes, the light, the heat, I am complete. See the doorway, the 1,000 churches, resolution of all the fruitless searches. Oh, I see the light and the heat. Oh, I be that complete. I wouldn't touch the light, the heat I see in your eyes. Love, I don't like to see so much pain, so much wasted, and this moment keeps slipping away. I get so tired working so hard for our survival. I look to the time of you to keep me awake and alive. And all my instincts, they return. And the grand facade so soon will burn. Without a noise, without my pride, I reach out from the inside. In your eyes, your eyes, in your eyes.
So that's Peter Gabriel. He wrote a lot of music. Do you know about Peter Gabriel? Know about his relationship to Genesis? You hear about that shit?
No.
You didn't hear about that shit? You lie. You lie to me just for content, don't you? I bet you do.
What?
Let me tell you the story. Peter Gabriel, says Meridian Heights, is one of my all-time favourite artists. Such a beautiful voice and such incredible songs. San Jacinto is my favourite Peter Gabriel song. Salisbury Hill is mine. I like that one. I like a lot of what he does. He was in the band Genesis, and things were not going very well for the band. They were not getting the hits that they thought that they deserved. They put in a lot of work and they crafted their pieces quite a bit, and then fucking Peter Gabriel's like, you know what, fuck this, I'm just gonna go be over there and you guys go be Genesis and whatever, and fuck off, no hard feelings, right? And then he went and was super cool, and then Genesis went and was super successful. So fucking figure that shit out, right?
Yeah.
Like, how the fuck does that work? And you know, as an artifact of that, Phil Collins's sort of distinct sort of vocal thing that he does, he puts a lot of reverb on it. He's got a very sort of special thing he does to his voice. He kind of stole it, or like walked into it when Peter Gabriel left, because like they were like, well, one of us has to sing, and then it's like, well, I guess it's you, Phil. It's like, all right, I'll try to sing like that guy who just left, and we'll see how well I do. Probably not well, right? And then they both were very, very, or they all were successful in that they had hits on the radio stations, which was the goal, the measure at the time. It might still be, I don't know. I don't even know if there are radio stations anymore. Is that still a thing? Oh golly.
Yeah.
Living in the future, it's hard to know. So anyway, we were talking about changing and how that's a thing you do every day instead of a thing that you did, right? And so like, I kind of think that's the point with boomers, is they're like, no, I changed. You don't understand. I did it already. Why are you making me do it again? I already did it. I don't have to do it twice. And it's like, you have to do it more than twice. Like, it's not a thing you do once, right? It's like,
Yeah, you want a high score in this one.
yeah, yeah. It's not like a done it. Thanks. It's like, oh shit, when did you do it? It's like 72 I done it. Like, that's when I stopped using the N-word. And then I don't have to change anymore. And it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right? And then like, and they just keep asking me to change, and they just keep saying it over and over. Whoa, how many times am I going to have to change? Every time you learn something new. Every time. Every single time. So, our minds have things that they do for us, and a lot of times they help us out. Like, one of the things it does is it just breathes for you, right? It's like, how about this? I'll have an automatic breather. And you're like, okay, but when I want to control it, I'm going to control it. And I'm like, sure, yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. And you're like, cool, I'm going to hold my breath. Like, do it. And then you fucking are, and then it's like, I'll take over for a minute, and then you breathe, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, I'm going to breathe a lot. And it's like, you breathe a lot, go ahead. And then after a while, you're just like, oh, I give up. And it's like, cool, I've got it, right? Like, he dares you to take control of it, but really, you've got to give it back pretty quick. And there's a lot of things we do like that, and one of them is like our future predictor, like our expectation builder, is that a lot of times the expectations are built against your will. Like, your will isn't doing it, you're just building expectations, of like things that are going to happen. And then when they don't happen, and you're disappointed, you're just disappointed for no fucking reason, right? It's stupid.
Yeah.
And that thing is done against your will. It'll do it, for you.
Yeah, all the time.
All the time. The only time it's not doing it for you is when you're like saying, "Hey, I'll do the breathing for now." You're like, "Okay, sure." And so like, I don't know what to do about that, because fucking expectations are so fucking really bad for you.
Yeah, they
Like,
crippling too.
Yeah, they can turn into like anxiety loops. Yeah, they can be really bad.
Yeah.
They can be they can mix poorly with other sort of issues. And so what do we do about that? Against my will, these expectations are formed, right? I don't know, maybe. Anyway, more attacks from the NSA. The fucking FCC's got our number again. Let me go see if I can engage more of my transistors.
Sometime. What better place than here? What better time than now?
Or maybe they can, I don't know. They fucking got their fucking droids down on us, fucking killing our whatever, however they're doing it. I don't know, I'll have to... It's really hard to know in the moment. I sort of... A lot of my diagnostic tools are later. What is that called? Where they go and they check it out. Forensic, eh? You know what I'm talking about? Okay, I think it might be better. I think we might be going through. But, yeah. Gonna wrap it up here. Episode 46 in a row. Episode 46 in a row. I don't know if you guys know how to do math, but that's like a ton of weeks in a row. 30 days in a month and a half. So, yeah, because we were all like, here you go, algorithm. Here we go. If we stream every day, you fucking love this. No, he didn't. Fucking algorithm didn't do shit, man. Fucking, I gave you what you said you wanted, algorithm, but you didn't give me what I wanted, you bastard. Yeah. So, we're gonna go back to, reasonable schedule, where sometimes I don't stream because I gotta do other shit. And I'll be able to take better notes for you, because on those days I'll jot down the things that I'm thinking, and so then instead of just like fucking extemporaneous for 46 days in a row, I can actually do some homework on my days off, and we can talk about that. But yeah, 46, fuck yeah, world fucking record, daily Pastafarian stream about Pastafarianism and truth and love and flying spaghetti monster. We're gonna let that be the high watermark for Inner Rose for a while, and maybe we'll come back to this in a couple years. We gotta be in the new studio, man, because we gotta have the fucking, fucking the internet here is so fucking bad for this.
Yeah.
They can. We gotta get those defenses against the NSA, the FCC, because they got them trying to scramble the signal here, add a bunch of noise to it. But anyway, we'll get them. You want to talk about anything else, Joe? Is there anything else to talk about? No, because we talked about it all. If you have any questions, please do put them in the chat. We'll be back on Thursday, and I think I'm going to film some shit tomorrow in town, so maybe we'll be talking about what I filmed.
Yeah.
But no promises, because that's not how this works. I just sort of am doing this for fun and hobby space, and yeah, having a lot of fun doing it. Thanks for being here for all 46 days in a row. Meridian Heights was here, because Meridian Heights is a crazy person just like me.
Yep.
All episodes.
Cool cats.
Yeah. So thanks everyone, and we'll see you on Thursday for episode 47.